So we'd like you to come out and meet your local neighborhood flat earthers.
I like the tree. I've seen like even in India there's like
how's everybody doing?
scientists.
India is very big in the
Check out our website. It's flat. Flat as a pancake. How's it going, man? I'm Brother Ernest with NASALies.org. You're being deceived, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook.
But see, I still believe it's all God. You know, I take scripture as a history book. You know what I'm saying?
Skeptical,
So, like, I see it as both working.
what he said was interesting. I've got a little time. So I grabbed myself a doobie.
How you doing, everybody?
Because if NASA's really lying, then they're lying.
It's not hot. It's nice and cool. Come on out.
As I learned of the deceit, the global Earth deception was right there at my feet. Well, holy shit, this could be true. What if we're not on a globe? The more
Hey, guys.
the more I yearned,
You
the
come
more
out?
I started to probe. I upturned every rock.
If you come out and you don't have a flat earth shirt, this is some of our uniforms tonight, you know. We're going out and giving away flat earth shirts to people that come out and they convert on the spot. We're going to hook them up.
They say, oh, it's 24,000 miles, right? Something like that. It's only been 500 years, and less than that. They've been talking about flat Earth under 100 years ago. They were talking about this in schools. It was blasphemy to teach around it 100 years ago. There's articles about it.
I know you've heard of the debate, right? Yeah, the astronaut is still alive. You go to the other side, the other banner.
Those are licensed guys. What you're saying to NASA.
We live on flat Earth like lots of rendering. You know, once you start thinking about it, right? You go out to the ocean. No, it doesn't. Well, sure you do. With your natural eyes. Really, what's your degree in science? Religion, right? Yeah, religion. Your religion.
This is my buddy, their son, and he's grown up as a child in the system. Well, if it is a lie, wouldn't you want to teach the children the truth, if there is a truth to be had? I mean, it's just misconception. It's not their fault. They all
I've been on the inside and I know that that's a fact. This is faking everything that you have ever seen. And as for flying to the moon, there you've never been. Indeed, my friend, their lives goes there for you to see. Just take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free.
No, it's just a plane. A black plane. North is the middle. Here, look at the map. One map. One quick map. Yeah, here, check it out. Really?
Why do Americans stand next to each other?
They're not.
It's all about the money too. They got an awful lot of bread. $50 million, man. What could you do with that? That's what NASA gets a day to hide the Earth is wet. You see, if they can get you to believe that you're on a spinning ball, well, things like that and creation.
Oh, really? Yeah. So why is there not one real photo of Earth from space if you work in a science lab? No, they're all animations. Why are there no real photos of planets? They're cartoons, man. Would you like to see them? I have them all on NASA's site. What's the base of science, right? That you have that makes you think you live on a round Earth, a globe. What does it for you? What empirical evidence? What test have you done to show yourself that you live on a globe that's spinning at 1,000 miles per hour?
blast myself up in a rocket yet. So.
Well, nobody has rockets in space, man. That's why they all go up the speed of balloons. They really do. They go up at the speed of a balloon. Every minute. Oh yeah, you can.
In order to break, they have to go faster.
Well, how come they don't ever show video of a rocket going faster? Rockets go up at the speed of a balloon. You've never looked at it,
A balloon goes up very slowly.
Well, there's an actual mathematical progressive rate that it goes up at. It's the same speed as a shuttle.
Really?
Yeah.
In order to
ascend.
Interesting.
Yeah. So a balloon, they've measured the rate of a speed of a balloon, and you put a balloon going up in the air, and you put the shuttle or rocket, they go up side by side, same speed.
They don't go to the same speed. They have to.
Well, we can show you.
Do you have a rocket and a balloon?
I don't have a rocket and a balloon, no. But what we have is empirical evidence through YouTube, videos.
Are you putting me on YouTube right now?
Right now we're streaming live. You're at
okay.
NASA Live.
No, thanks.
But you're a scientist, man.
I'm not a scientist. I work across the street. I haven't given permission for you to
Gotcha.
do
Well, you're
video.
public.
That's fine. All
yeah.
right, that's cool.
But that's cool. I mean, I don't want to be, overbearing, but I just want you to, research your own beliefs.
Okay.
Just like we did, because we're not all stupid people here. We're professionals. And it's saying why.
So did you go through like some sort of testing or?
I went to the ocean. Well, if you look right over here, I went to the ocean, and no matter where I look, sea level's flat. I went into an airplane, and no matter where I look, it was flat. The Earth is not curving at 8 inches per mile square.
Did you have to get out far?
Not far. According to the map in Wikipedia and Google, I should be able to stand 6 foot tall and see the curve.
No.
Yeah, it's actually there. 6 foot tall. You can see 3.78 miles away because horizon now is dipping away from you. That's
right,
there.
but that's assuming that you're on perfectly level ground.
Well,
right?
let's say I go to the Revere Beach.
Okay.
The beach is
Can
level
you see
sea
3
level.
miles that way?
I can see a lot longer at the beach. I can see 12 miles out. With my own eyes, I've watched ships go out.
Can you see 12 miles? That's pretty good vision.
People can see 30 miles away. They can see from Chicago all the way to
But again, isn't that from your vantage point?
what, 6 feet tall?
No, I mean from if you're up high enough that you can see.
Well, I'm at sea level.
Unobstructed.
I mean, you go to nasalize.org
Right.
and you see these tests that I've
But
run
I mean,
myself.
how far accurately can you see at 6 miles?
With my natural eye,
I mean, are you able
over
to
30
see?
miles. You can stand on one shore in Lake
What I
Michigan.
mean is like your vision, the acute.
Well, I mean, you can see the silhouette of the skylights. You can see the ground. You can see the shadows of the ground.
Right, but you're not seeing things as clearly.
But if I get the most powerful camera on Earth,
Yeah, like that part of it, like, is not even flat.
Water always finds its level.
2,000. Probably an iPhone 2900 or the Globe Bus. With this, we've been able to see over 200 miles away.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's broken world records. It's not something that's made up. You got to get it
So
to the
I'm
world
curious,
records.
what's the, what is the accuracy of something like that you?
It pulls ships back into view. So accurate.
Okay.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
it's
mean-
so accurate. It helps us see 60 miles away.
Right, but I mean, you take this
Yeah.
as something that's incredibly accurate.
Well,
but
yeah,
you don't,
because
you
it
don't like
doesn't have a
scientists that
GoPro
don't
lens.
like-
This is science. I can reproduce.
But what is science to you? You're saying this is science, things that you're
Reproducible
finding from Wikipedia.
No. Science to me is what you and I can reproduce.
Okay.
Right. So if I go stand
I
on
think
a
that's a
curve,
very valid.
yeah. If I go stand at the beach and say, man, I can zoom 30 miles away, and you say, Ernest, that's impossible because that chart over there says there should be a 2,500 foot drop because you're going over the curve, right? And this
Wait, from Revere Beach?
well,
And then you would be going over a curve.
no matter where you look, even on land, if you look 30 miles away, if you can, the Earth should be curving. It's a ball that you think you're in.
You have pictures of these guys' faces. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then all of a sudden,
Oh, so I didn't know if that was
He's known this.
don't worry,
This
sir,
is
the
their
world
son.
is spherical.
No, because I can go to Revere
He
Beach
could probably
No,
school you.
12 miles away on a boat. It
If you
should be
can show
falling
me how
off
to
of the
How
curve.
high have you
Density and
flown the
buoyancy.
plane?
Sure.
Right? like high
Name a difference
altitude?
between
Maybe
density and buoyancy.
35,000 feet.
Okay.
Density and buoyancy.
I mean, I've never been in a helium balloon or anything like that.
Yeah.
How you doing? The Earth
You'd
is
have to be
flat.
up pretty high, right? Wouldn't you have to be
Well, 30,000 feet. I mean, would
in a
you?
balloon? 30,000 feet?
No, I have not gone in a balloon. But if you're talking about an airplane, right? I'll show you something.
You're getting it connected.
Our friend Pilot Amadeo's broken every federal aviation law by showing.
Right?
Okay.
Well, because objects displace things, right? So like, okay.
There's a lot of flat Earth video.
Yeah, that's volume.
Now,
Flights
the
from
Earth being
35.
spherical has nothing to do with density or buoyancy.
Can you curve? How? Okay.
And
How would you?
there's,
Let me ask.
it'll pick up right now on
Sure.
my iCloud. So.
But I mean, if things were
How would you
flat,
prove it to me with
like,
some evidence?
what are you saying? Like a cube?
No,
I mean, water would fall right
35,000
off.
feet is not
Unless
high
it's
enough to
contained
buy your
in
own
by
site.
some type of barrier.
Like
If the water's-
polarity,
That's this, what we're
water.
Well, look over here. We show you.
Where is there a map? No, would you come around this and look at the map?
1480, dude.
Because what you're describing is going,
1480.
you're describing a circle.
You can
You're
go
I'm
describing a
describing a sphere.
No, you can still circumnavigate. It's just a circle.
Dude.
So
Before
this
we
is
went
what we
around
think
the
is
Earth
possibly
in
holding
the
in all the
1400s, before we went around, we were gonna go up over the Northern Passage,
Antarctica.
just like you're
Look at
talking
this map,
about.
it might change
The
your
problem
mind.
is there's ice there.
So, that's
This
what
is the
we.
stupidest
Here.
shit, man. Come on.
That's what
This
we
is how you
think.
circumnavigate. This is how you circumnavigate the flat Earth.
And there's your curvature.
No one's done it this way,
Do
though.
you know? So where's the South Pole? Point to.
Every direction from south is south.
So it's really, really,
It's a
really
plane.
big.
It's a yeah, it's we don't know how big it is. It's
We
massive.
do know how big it is, dude.
Yeah, according to
The
their
Phoenicians mapped it in the freaking. The Phoenicians mapped this.
there's been more history.
In 1100.
Said this was a mirage we were seeing.
So I'm just curious. What do you?
No, the North mythology.
What is your goal? Like, how do you disprove science that
Well, nobody's disproving science because science hasn't been shown to us. Religion has. So gravity is the globe Earth, Jesus Christ. It's the answer for everything. Gravity, 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 you know? We have not been shown science. We've not been shown anything that we can observe that we can say beyond what we see here. Look, what you see here, that's taken at 100,000, it's 100,000 feet up. There's no curve, man. There's no GoPro lens out of
but
it.
you're saying all these pictures that are
Well, they're videos. I just turned them into snapshots.
okay, right? But I mean, there's plenty of video and pictures from space flights.
Well, yeah, but they have something put into their videos, and that's called a GoPro lens filter. So it creates
GoPro
a curve.
hasn't been around long.
No, GoPro has it, but the ability to bend your screen has. So
Yeah,
the
I mean,
ability,
that's what cameras, lenses, and all
except
that.
for the Nikon, it doesn't have a fisheye lens built
Well, I
into
mean,
it.
all lenses. That's kind of the basic premise of.
Works on a globe Earth and a flat
It's
Earth.
so simple.
No, that works on a globe Earth and a flat Earth.
Not on a flat Earth.
The higher you go, the farther you see, no matter what, on either model.
Not the farther you see. You see an object that is now hidden behind the horizon. Because the horizon is the fall-off point for what we can see
The
on
horizon
the
is
globe,
a focal
dude.
vanishing point
Come
based
on,
on your
it's
vision.
so simple. It's like
all right,
second
so
grade.
Explain to me
Physics,
why
man.
we can see mountains at sea level that are 170 miles away when we have 8 inches per mile squared of curvature
They're
dropping.
mountains.
Here,
Stand up above the
map is right
curvature
here.
of the earth.
Debate this map. There's math right here. You can debate.
So the South Pole
8 inches
can't
per
be
mile
that-
squared. Here's your ball. Here's your ball.
I'm gonna start with the South Pole is just not that big. Moving on. What is this?
This is the ball Earth right here, and this is the curvature. This is the curvature math that they tell us that NASA and all the world agrees on. This is the math.
Yeah, you should be able to see about that much.
No, watch. Look, if you notice, in 1 mile, it's 8 inches of drop. 2 miles, 32 inches. 3 miles, 72 inches. So on and so forth. 170 miles, down here, here's 100 miles. That's 8,000 inches, which is 6,667 feet of curvature.
Right. So you're way. So the tips of the mountains should not be showing from that distance.
We see the whole mountain down to its sea level. Infrared cameras. Infrared cameras, man.
Dude, go hiking.
Dude, I've seen Boston from
Go hiking,
I've
man.
seen Boston from New Hampshire, 60 miles away.
Is this on BBC?
Yeah, because you're.
Is this on BBC?
This is live streaming on you.
Okay, BBC.
Still way too far to be able to 60 miles. You're living in a world of...
I have a UN shirt.
You have a circle.
Dude, I believe the
Buildings on there are going to tilt.
Yeah, but take it easy.
Because it's full.
I looked into this shit. I want to give you this. This is like... Wait a minute. What is going on?
I'm saying,
My name's Brother Ernest.
crackpot stuff.
This is not...
9/11 on the other hand probably was.
Are you a flat earther? No.
They won't lie. They'll lie about that, but they won't lie about this.
His name is Apple.
Purple pillar! We got purple pillar!
He is advocating bravely with what he believes.
Well, I mean, the Earth is definitely flat, man. I mean, mathematically. Oh, he doesn't? Okay.
Okay, I have to leave. I have a
All right, hey, take it easy, man.
I love your hair.
Yeah.
Go to our
I don't
website.
love it.
No.
It's always
I sent you out of the public. Everyone like, there's a guy right there. I like it. The quicker the better.
One proof is full. One proof. Is it the pictures that get you? The ISS footage? Is that what gets you?
The Earth is definitely flat. These guys are
So you in this realm, you with your own eyes.
and they kept the same name. And that's really weird. What the? It's like the government doesn't even care to be not sloppy anymore, you know? I know it's flat. I mean, I think people think they live on a spinning ball.
So we're just gonna throw
And
all of science.
yeah, and they obviously don't live on a spinning ball. Do you think you live on a globe?
This is pseudoscience. The globe is pseudoscience.
You
cannot observe it yourself.
Taking it in. Have you ever researched it?
Elon Musk will shoot you up there for
Yeah,
$1 million.
Do you believe there's a car in Tesla space right now?
No, but you can go.
Did that shit look real?
You can pay somebody to go up there. I have no idea how, whether or not he actually
They
fires.
put evil monsters, plastic penises,
They
the
claim it
word
as real. They claim it as real.
They don't care anymore. I mean, it's Hollywood. It's the same people. The other side of our band gives an emphatic proof that the Earth is flat.
For money.
But check out our website.
Okay. I'm just reading. Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Like that doesn't.
Alright, do you believe the moon landing? Alright, let's go moon landing. Let's go moon landing. Do you believe the moon landing?
Are you guys an organization?
Yes, we're a non-profit organization here in Massachusetts. You can look us up on the Secretary of State's website.
People on the moon, you can see
And
the
I'm a
tracks
master
from the rover
printer.
from the 70s.
So I build my own printers.
Telescope.
You guys get along with that?
You can see. Yeah, with a good enough telescope, you can fucking see the rover, bro.
We get a lot of
For
shit.
real.
It gets pretty rough after a while, but there's a lot of us online. You know, you go find us on Facebook. 118,000 people in our Facebook group, and it's just constantly growing. I think the most shit we get is from people out here that work at Harvard. You know.
Paranoid people have to have back up things. You know, NASA,
I think people are allowed
New York Times needs to
have
really
different points of view.
Yeah.
It's not going to give you shit for believing something different than I
All right.
It's going to be lies.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's just interesting different ways of looking at things.
This one is the cash crop, though.
I mean, we're trying to get the public schools to change their curriculum. You know, I think it makes enough points that we know NASA's full of it.
So I have someone that works on that.
So there's reasonable
Yeah.
evidence for that.
Tell them to go to our website.
But that's in the spirit.
My wife, I guess it's her uncle, he works in NASA as an engineer as well.
The South Pole isn't a hole.
Yes,
There's no compass points to the South Pole. There's no compass that points
So like, is he related to you or?
Children,
My best friend.
the world is round, don't worry.
Wow, what does he do there?
Really not.
An engineer.
There are just crazy people who believe
We got
in such
PhDs
things.
on our side. We got
PhDs.
yeah,
There's engineers on our side.
pilots, surveyors, structural engineers.
Structural engineers is what gets me. Because those guys are qualified.
I mean, you can laugh.
Yeah,
all
you
want.
can definitely
The
look
fact
us
is,
up
the
on
world's flat,
Facebook.
and there's nothing we can do to change it.
And enter the debate there.
So, okay. we got a picture of Jupiter here.
No, that's a fake picture of Jupiter.
Okay, we've got your fake picture
I'm
of
going to
Jupiter
show you
here.
what
that you
Jupiter
put
looks
here.
like
It's
tonight.
got a camera.
All right.
You can actually, if you stick around,
Is that it right there?
let me get Solarium open and I'll find out. I'll tell you right now. No, I'm the biggest
Look,
space
I
nerd
was
you've ever
bored,
met.
so I'll have this conversation.
I grew up watching Stargate.
Gonna need a beer at some point.
Battlestar Galactica. I grew
Here,
up watching
man,
all
you
that.
should smoke a joint.
In public?
You can't do it in public. I
Well,
mean,
then what's the point of that?
It's legal. Actually, that is Jupiter right there.
Yeah, I guessed as much. All right, guys.
look at Jupiter here in a minute.
So like, 5,000 years ago, the Hindus figured out that fucker, this
The
fucker,
Hindus
and all
think
the
the
other
world is
fuckers
flat.
were round.
5,000 years ago, dude, the Hindus thought the Earth is flat.
It's round, bro. I'll pull out the book right now.
There's many, many maps. The Hindus, the Norse,
The world is on the back of Turtle, bro.
No,
And this is
not
Turtle,
the Turtle.
And this is Turtle Island.
No, it's right here, buddy.
And this is Turtle Island. And if you're in India, on the other side of the sphere, the world's on the back of a turtle. The world is fucking round, bro. Has been forever, since the beginning.
Have you looked at?
All right, everyone watching, please, like, either if this is entertaining, fine. But if you believe this shit, just like learn physics, goddammit.
It's funny
They
that
need
he.
to teach physics in
It's
college.
funny that he asked if we
They need
believe
to
this,
teach
but
physics in these
he
schools.
can't
What do
show
they
us
teach
a real
children
photo
these
of Earth
days?
from space.
He's on. If you want to restream,
Yeah,
the
I-
live, that would be work.
This guy might be on some type of narcotic.
They're completely irrational thoughts. They're not possible. They're just things you can entertain.
I'll send you his Facebook through Hangout. If my phone is inside.
Imaginary dragons, you know, they're fun to think about.
Oh, never mind then. I'll see if he'll sign in to the. I'll get him on the link here. Ernest, yeah, I'll see what he can do. I'll see what we can do.
Okay.
All right, it was good to talk to you guys.
Why have they waged this grand conspiracy against
Peace.
us? To tell us all that the world is round.
Hey, do you want to sign into Ponchos?
I don't know how to do that.
I can get us there. But you're live on Facebook right now,
Just have
No,
him
for
sign
real,
in
okay.
somehow.
Okay, I want to know the why. Why have they waged this grand conspiracy? So that
tell
we
you
all
in a moment.
believe that the world is round, this madness.
so. We'll say that.
So that we don't know it's on a
All right,
CD.
all right. Before we could figure it out 500 years ago, right? So
Yeah, they actually believe the world is flat. If you'd like to get some entertainment, it's right here. These two gentlemen, I do not.
I know the world's flat.
Having flown around the planet a couple times, I'm quite
Yeah, he's
certain
flying
of
in a circle.
otherwise. But
You know the UN
this
flag?
guy's quite convinced.
That's the map, pretty much.
I have a UN flag over here.
Of course.
Flag.
You can video if you want.
He's already videoing us being skeptical.
Well,
Yeah,
we're just public.
it's weird from the beginning.
It is a weird thought. It was hard for me to swallow at first. You know,
Should
I
have
grew up
been.
with space. I was a nerd with space.
big
you know?
pill.
I wanted to go to Mars to terraform. But,
Why don't you go and then you can see that the Earth is round?
laugh all you want later. If you want. I don't really know.
Well, you know, you mock. You stand there mocking.
I am.
But you haven't shown me one photo of Earth from
This is what got
space.
me
It's not an animation.
What am I walking around with photos of fucking planet Earth?
Well, you should be. You're the one defending it.
No.
Real soothing voice.
No,
It's
that's
fun to listen
That's the
to.
most irrational fucking
You
point
think
I
so?
could possibly hear.
So it's like somebody
We all
walking
make fun of
around
him for
saying,
it,
"Jesus
but we all
Christ
love
is
him.
real,"
He's
but
like,
you can't give me any evidence.
he's been
You're
spouting
doing
this
the
stuff.
same
It's been
thing.
3 years I've been into this.
You're
I wouldn't be into it for this
same
long if I
thing.
didn't believe it.
Can
You
we
know?
get a hot air balloon here?
But water, you know, here's your water bottle. Can I hold that for a second?
No.
Water.
No,
always
we can do some
right?
very basic
how
declination
big,
experiments.
right?
Where
The
we can do the
bathtub,
declination
the pool,
of the fall
the
line
lake,
of
the
an
ocean.
object over distance.
But the ocean.
Fucking get up
when
on a
it's supposed
tall
to start
building.
to
We
bend,
can do it right now. Let's go find a
Around the
building,
Earth.
dude. We'll just run the
According
math.
to the map, it's a circle for the sphere.
And,
So that would be
Math
quick
has
enough.
never. Math has never.
mathematics.
You got math right over there, man. You got
No,
more
I
math
got
than
there's
you
just
can
some
handle.
fucking numbers on a whiteboard over there.
You don't get it then.
No,
That's what
your
people
math.
say when they don't understand math. It just looks like a bunch of
When
numbers.
people don't understand the world is flat, I say I'm crazy. I don't know.
No matter how high you go, with air balloons,
I don't know, man. I sound
when you shoot
Crazy.
I'm completely amazed because I cannot believe there are so
the
many
math doesn't add
government
up,
dudes.
and that's all we're saying.
So many people that
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys just
All those people
all
read
over
history
you,
books
and you're okay
got
with
on
it,
airplanes.
dude. That's nuts.
Oh, that's
That is
crazy
nuts
airplane
that we are being robbed by the by 50 million a day by criminals, dude, you're okay with it.
$500
World's
to
flat.
find out the world is
I know. You
How?
haven't seen the evidence.
How you gonna do it?
Dude,
I don't think you have.
For about 10K.
No,
you
not
could go to
fur,
the fucking
not
South
fur.
Pole, and you could go do the
Well, you
whole...
can't go.
Yes, you can.
You're only allowed to go to a limited place the government lets you go.
No, to go to Antarctica
dude,
it costs
you
$2
can
million.
get on a- dude,
Yeah,
you can
he
get
has
on-
no clue.
Dude, it costs $2 million.
He has no
You
clue.
can get on a boat right fucking now, bro.
No, that's
We'll sail
protected
around it.
shoreline.
Dude, he's never
I've never been to the South Pole myself.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
believe that's
research.
thousands of dollars.
Oh, you haven't researched
I know,
cannot
thousands
go.
of whole dollars, bro.
You just said millions. You just said no, to go across Antarctica on your own.
Yeah, on your own.
On your
Right,
own.
you can take a limited flight right
goes
where the
right
government.
over
No,
it.
it doesn't. The government. Yeah, the government just kind of.
Yeah, the government won't let you see that the world
want
is
you to live because
If you go for a tour, you're on the coast.
But that's if you're doing a tour.
Right. Which is like 10 grand, like he says, 10, 15
You can hop on a
But
fucking
that's a
boat,
tour
dude,
of
and go
the
around
coast.
it.
Yeah.
The whole
That's not
coast, though.
exploring.
What I'm saying is,
You can go around the whole coast,
That
man.
costs like $2 million.
Wait,
You're not going to be able to do it.
you can go around the whole coast, dude, on a boat. You can map the coastline for yourself if you want with a pen and paper and a fucking
It's called,
compass.
you might remember. It's called Antarctica, Sorry We're Closed. That gives you all the stipulations of what it takes to go explore Antarctica.
What'd you do that for?
It's laid out perfectly. According to the Antarctic Ice Peace Treaty, written in 1966.
Or you can join one of the sled dog teams that does it every year.
I lost data, man. I lost data on my iPad.
It was so funny. Everybody was like, yes, it's my favorite live show. It's back. You're back.
Hey, we lost data, man, so I can't show photos of that's on our website. I'm really freaking out.
But has there been a peace treaty with 56 countries on the same?
Hey, dude, you guys got an e-meter to go with this?
These are countries we're at war with. Russia's a big bad enemy, right?
Hey, listen,
Since
you
day
laugh
one.
about it, right? I did the same thing.
Well, since the 50s.
I worked at American Aid,
Right.
you know what they do, right? Taking prey around. I was all about the Big Bang, and I was all about scientism until I really researched it. That's what it is.
A lot of people died. A lot of, you know,
You think the Earth is tilted at 66.6 degrees? You're nuts. You think the Earth is flying at 66.6 degrees?
Right. But because of the war, they sped up.
Yeah.
Are you a Freemason?
And then the banks got involved with everything. They weren't before. Well, they were.
Am I a Freemason? Yeah, I'm one of those Harvard Freemasons, bro.
That shaped a lot of the world. What I'm saying is in the 50s.
Me and my
during the
Illuminati
50s,
friends, we're
you know,
trying to
I
convince you the
bird,
world is
you
round.
heard
That's
of a
what
bird?
they sent me in and covered up, and you broke my brain enough that I decided to reveal it all.
North Pole.
So what you've done, right, is the same thing that religious people do. Your cognitive dissonance is kicking in, right? You're not looking at the evidence. You're not looking at any information.
You have sideboards. That's not evidence. You have the faces of people next to your face, and then a picture of a fucking planet, bro.
That's NASA's photo, man.
Okay, you have
It's a
NASA's
fake
picture
photo.
of not the planet. It doesn't matter.
That's Jupiter, right? Have you ever seen Jupiter?
Yeah,
Really, you've
every
seen
day.
Jupiter. What camera have you looked at
I
and
have
seen
telescopes,
Jupiter?
dude.
What telescope?
3 of them.
Which one?
Unless you go up there with your own.
I have
They're
telescopes.
models off the
I have
top
some of
of
the
my
most
head. I don't
powerful
remember names
cameras
either.
on Earth.
That's not a powerful camera,
It's more
dude.
powerful than your telescope, guaranteed.
Not more powerful than my
It's broken
camera.
the long distance world record for the furthest.
I shoot on fucking high resolution DSLRs, bro.
No, dude. Look.
Yeah, 5D Mark III, man.
But you can't name
You gotta
them.
pop that nifty 50 on there with a fucking 1.3 aperture, dude. Then shoot it.
1.3 aperture, right?
And what do you got on there?
Do you know what this is? It's a Nikon D900.
Yeah, it's so 24 to 200. Yeah, you're not getting good pictures.
Oh, you think so? Have you ever
bet you
seen the
not.
Galilean moons? How much money do you have to
Galilean
lose? I'll bet you. All right, this camera's so good you can actually
I'm
zoom
gonna
in
go
and
get
see
a
the
beer and
Galilean
then
moons.
come back and entertain myself.
Cool, very well.
So the equator.
Yeah, well, I told you I was right. I know what's up.
Just lost its sign for a minute. I'm gonna put it behind that dude's head.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Just stand behind him.
They go to like an area right here. They go along the coastline like right here, then they come back. Or they go over here and then come back. Or they go over here and then come back. They don't go.
So what if, say I got a boat, right?
Say you did get a
Big
boat.
fucking boat, right? And
Went around 60,000 nautical miles. Captain Cook did it.
Say you go to the South Pole.
Yep.
So saying to get from the bottom of South America to Australia.
You have to go this
One
way.
would go down, and then you'd have to go this distance, correct?
No, you just fly straight.
No, in a boat. You can't fly straight from here in a boat. Unless you
In a boat, you just go straight as you can this way.
Okay, no, but okay.
It's flat water.
So if I went in a boat and I went down here, what's at the edge of it?
Well, ice. A shoreline.
Ice. So there's ice just in every direction here?
Yeah, we don't know how far it goes.
What's on the other side?
We don't know. Some people think there's more land. The ice might end and there's more land.
No, like what's on the other side?
What happens if I dig down?
Oh, the bottom?
Really far.
All right, how deep have we dug in the globe? How do we know there's a core? How deep have we dug?
No, I'm just wondering what is on the other side.
No, I'm asking how deep the Earth is. How deep is the core?
I don't know off the top of my head. I mean,
It's 4,000 miles.
That's coming from the government.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's 4,000 miles down to the supposed center of the Earth.
Okay.
So that makes it 8,000 miles diameter.
Yep.
Are you good with math? That makes it 24,000 roughly circumference.
Yes.
That equals to 8 inches per mile squared in 1 mile. Right here. Right here. Here's the math. 1 mile, 8 inches. 2 miles, 32 inches. 3 miles, 72. 4 miles, 128. So on and so forth until it gets into feet. Okay? So we can see things at 100 miles away, which right here, 100 miles, 6,667 feet of curvature that we should be able to, that should be blocking. That should be a hump of water because it goes down. What am I going to look down through the ground and see a mountain at that distance? At 100 miles, I should be looking down.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, correct.
We're looking out and we can see shit. Look at this. This is flat as can be. No matter how high you go, it always is flat. At 60, according to the math of this, if you get up to 60,000 miles, you should start to see curvature. Which is what NASA tells us. Because you wouldn't see it in a plane. You know how people like to say, oh, you'll see curvature.
Well, that's not 60. Usually 60.
It's 35.
35, 40.
Right, okay, right? So at 60,000 miles, you should start to see this.
Yeah.
We don't. 121K thousand feet. We have videos we can show you. If you just look up 121K feet, it'll come up on YouTube. And you'll see it's flat as can be.
Okay.
And I don't know, throw something at me. What makes you think it's a globe?
I mean, what makes...
Just because of the pictures you saw from the ISS?
Yeah, solely that, actually.
Or I mean, because of the same pictures they show you every year that are They are images, not pictures. There's only 2 pictures here. One from 1972, the blue marble that's in all our history books. You've seen it with Africa.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
In Antarctica, you can see it, you know. And then they did one in 2015. It took them that long. From 72 to 2015. It took them 30 years.
Yeah.
And President Obama even says, oh, this is important because it's been so long since we've taken a real image of the Earth from this. It's been so long. And they made a big deal about it. Can you not record, man?
He was very welcoming and he showed me to my seat.
I don't know, man. I've been doing this for 3 years.
I think that's clear.
No, thank you. I definitely know. I know it's flat.
Which will get you in the end. First, take a look at what's on these walls. Paintings on the wall. I painted every single one of these, don't you know? You see, back in the day before computers, I was in demand. An artist painting everything I saw upon the land. Landscapes were my favorite. I was awfully good at those. Many people told me that they looked just like photos. And then one day I got a call from a real important dude.
He still believes in the moon landing, I bet.
That's the soft one I didn't
Then he promptly said goodbye. Well, I was sworn to secrecy, I could not tell a soul. But I just got myself a job with NASA painting globes. My work was published globally.
people just want to act because they have lungs and they have a mouth. It's like, you know, just kind of not focusing on them when you're in class or focusing on but I mean, you're doing good. John,
Yeah.
You're really doing good. I like how you use the chart in your work. Right in your face, bam, bam, bam. Because they think if you do it up, it's in your mind. You just go proof it from NASA. It's their source of resource.
Well, when it talked until the sun came up and my mind was truly blown. This man had challenged everything that I thought I'd known. And finally it was clear to me to why these bastards lie. And finally it was clear to me about the reasons why. It's all about control, you know, to get inside your head. It's all about the money too. They got an awful lot of bread. $50 million, man, what could you do with that? That's what NASA gets a day to hide the earth is flat. You see, if they can get you to believe that you're on a spinning ball, well, things like God and creation just make no sense at all. It all exploded from nothing, right, with their theory of Big Bang. This true satanic mind control from the Freemasonic gang. You see, it's only Freemasons that get to go to space. They're the evil bastards who are lying to your face. Yeah, NASA's pretty evil, man. The whole thing is such a fraud. The only reason they exist is to hide a loving God. Oh, NASA's faking everything that you have ever seen. NASA flying to the moon they've never been. Indeed, my friend, their lying scum is there for you to see. Just take some time, look into it, and the truth will set you free. Yeah, NASA's pretty evil, man. They're a lying scumbag. Take some time, man. Look into it. I did. Now my mind is truly blown.
This is a fun sign right here. Hey, the earth is flat. Haven't you heard? Come on.
You give your best every day, no matter what the day brings. Just check these supplies out. Find it at Staples. You should have the best. Click here to shop now.
Here's some new escape music for you.
Do I have taken that shrimp back?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going? The earth is flat. Come on, you've heard about the debate. Now you realize that you believe in magic, yeah? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Because that's about your Jesus Christ.
I actually don't believe in Jesus Christ, but I have personally worked on satellites that currently orbit the Earth, so I find it hard to believe that the Earth is flat.
No, dude.
Wait, I got this, ready? You worked on satellites. Did you see them go to space?
Right.
I actually have seen some of those satellites launch. I've seen telemetry.
You saw it launch, right? Let me ask. Wait, when it launched, did it go up and up and up into space, and then all of a sudden, boom, trajectory, cartoon?
Potentially, I was actually going to do it.
No. What you saw?
It does. Satellites turn into cartoons.
Oh, it went like this, you mean?
If you watch a satellite being launched or a rocket being launched, they go up and then NASA turns it into a cartoon. Right on their website. They're the most thieving, lying, robbing organization on earth, man. I'll show you. I mean, all you have to do is look at satellite launches. They're cartoons, man. There's not really any photos of outer space that are not cartoons. Are you out of college? In college? What's your studies in? A junior in college. Where do you go? Oh, in high school. Oh, right. So when you go to your textbooks, go look at all the planets, and you'll see they're all cartoons. They're not real. There are no real photos of planets. And if you look, like right over here, NASA puts Pluto the dog from Disney in Pluto the planet. And they want us to believe this. It's right there, very bottom of the corner.
Mars has a slight atmosphere, mostly carbon dioxide. Mars is actually lost.
Zoom in,
yeah, right there. That's from NASA.gov.
That right there is Jupiter.
How can
you zoom in on that? That's just a shimmering light. You cannot.
How can?
Except for the picture.
Jupiter's not a terrestrial planet.
Well, no, it's a gaseous planet, right? But it's spherical, correct?
Yeah.
It wouldn't shimmer like a star, would it?
No, it does shimmer because
down
of
here.
aberrations
How,
in the
how
atmosphere.
can that
There's
dog
turbulence in the
perfectly
atmosphere.
fit
So if you were out
in
space,
Pluto, man?
Space
And it's, they don't just do it that.
as a single
They put the
stationary,
word
as a non-shimmering
Oh, let me go another
the
angle.
turbulence in the atmosphere and change in density.
You're going
It's Disney, you know, Disney's got some pretty cool
Okay,
shit.
so you'd agree it's 4,000 miles.
You've seen some of their cartography that they do, right? It's no different, man. Right there, look. So this is a photo,
24K diameter roughly.
supposed satellite.
So that ends up being
but the word
in 1
sex
mile
is in the clouds.
curvature droppage.
Do you know
would be
what
8
the
inches.
mathematical
2 miles.
impossibility of that would
It would
be?
be 16 inches. 3 miles, 32.
Yeah,
sex
correct?
right there, man.
I'm not doing the trick in my head for sure.
Well, I have a chart here.
I mean, it's definitely there. They're frauding us. If you go to the other side, you see more proof on that band. Beyond there, the astronauts are still alive. That's not our business.
They were interested in
Well, there were 3 of them that look alike, right?
There's essentially
refraction.
Is
Right.
obscured by
If you use infrared though, you can zoom in 100 miles away and still see your ship.
I'm not sure I believe your claim there. So
All right.
most of the
There's hundreds of YouTube videos of this. I mean, you just look up infrared 170-mile balance. There you go. There's hundreds and hundreds of examples of this online. And
we're kind of standing in the bike lane. Maybe we should.
no, we're good.
What? I don't understand. What is the why do they lie about the shape of the Earth? Okay, so there's 2 things. We were worried about the rest of outer space. You know, so Russia getting there first. So,
Well, you think every...
So Russia knew we didn't go down. You could watch a video of Buzz Armstrong admitting to a little girl we didn't go to space. It's like we never went. Google it, Buzz Armstrong. We never went to space. He admits to a little girl about covering up the secret. They're so in depth in their life that they have to keep it going. But
I mean, I think like they lie about something like why?
They lie about everything.
Like why did? I mean, I don't really.
Are you in high school too, or what? Yeah. Okay. So
no, like my only question, like I question myself like about like if the Earth is like flat or no. I don't really. I mean, I don't know.
Here's how you know it's flat. Right? Sea level. Sea level's flat. It's not sea curve. It's so simple.
Like
the government knows.
Wait, so
they
you know how like you know when you look at shit going to the ocean, it disappears. Do you think it's because it's too far? Or, like.
Well, no. I mean, we have a Nikon P900. We can pull the ship back into view. So you can watch the ship come back into view with a Nikon. How's it going, man?
I mean, all right. Have a good night.
Hey, take it easy, man. Yeah. Go to nasalies.org, all right? How's it going? You all right? Yeah? What's up? Are we out of battery? Okay. The Earth's flat, my friend.
As a pressure
right, well,
to refill
let
their
me ask
tanks
you,
as they drain propellant out
how about
of
the
tanks.
internet? Do you think that's from satellites or from cables through the ocean?
There are some very expensive internet services which are carried over satellite, but almost all internet traffic is carried over by
98%.
fiber optic cables.
Right,
Yeah.
and then some of it's towers and some of it's maybe balloon.
Most of those towers take backhaul over fiber optic cable. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, at least you're getting there.
Okay.
You can't refute water always finds its level though. No matter how big a body of water is, it always finds its level. When does water, at what height does water start to go like this?
Well, okay, so even on a spherical body, water will still find the level of the geopotential surface, right?
So
like
level is curved in the ball.
Correct, yeah.
Because of gravity.
It's not exactly a sphere. There are local variations.
Yeah, oblate spheroid, right, okay.
Yeah, there are local variations. Even beyond the oblate spheroid,
right,
there are local
the mountains, right. I've seen the crooked thing, yep. Okay. But, so you think it curves. I'm asking you, what elevation can we start to see that?
at what elevation can you begin to see the curvature?
Yes.
I believe you can begin to see some elevation, some evidence of the curvature if you're in a flight at about 40 to 60,000 feet.
You cannot. We have weather balloon footage up to 121,000 feet, and it's flat as can be.
So weather balloon footage can be deceiving because sometimes the lenses that are used for those cameras
are GoPros.
The GoPros have a fisheye lens, so
right? Which is
what you see
shows the sphere, right?
Well, if the camera is pointing up, you'll see curvature this way.
No, I'm talking about rectilinear.
Rectilinear
footage.
Okay.
This is showing 120K, 1,000 feet, flat horizon all the way around. National Geographic did it. They have a 360 camera they sent up that high, and it says National Geographic, and they say how high they are. And it's you can scroll around. It's flat.
Well, in those photos, you can see much further to the horizon.
So are you saying you need to be higher than that?
No, I'm not saying you're able to be higher than that. I'm saying the curvature effects that you can see from that altitude are fairly subtle. If you're in a geostationary orbit satellite at 32,000 feet, you can see the Earth as a spherical body. If you're on a satellite going past Jupiter, looking back at the Earth, you can see the Earth as a single point of light.
Space isn't real, man.
Dude,
it's a NASA Hollywood.
I built things that go into space.
You built things that have been launched. You don't know they went to space. They told you they went to space.
I've gotten signals back from those things that go into space, and I've seen.
Wait! Now here we go.
Okay, I've seen images.
Where did it come from? Did it come from a relay point in Boston, or did it come directly from the equipment? Was there a relay point? Because they could feed it from the relay.
There's a relay.
Exactly. That's how it works. Compartmentalization.
However, those ground stations were maintained by the company that I worked for, and I knew the people who operated those ground stations.
All right. Think about this.
Dubious.
All right. What's cheaper? Launching a balloon with the same equipment you made on a balloon, and then charging what you would cost to launch a rocket into space, millions and billions of dollars.
So it depends on the mission that you're trying to perform, right? If you want a mission that's going to have very long endurance, you can't get that with a balloon. If you want a mission that's going to precisely hold its position over a certain location,
you don't think they have balloons that are advanced enough to just stay up there at this point? They've been doing it since the 40s.
They have balloons that are advanced enough to stay up there for weeks, but many satellites in geostationary orbit are operational for 15 years, and they can hold their position over a single point on the Earth for that period
Which
of time.
is what the Himawari satellite is.
That's right, I'm not familiar with that.
The Japanese Himawari satellite. It takes a picture every 10 minutes, but it's geostationary over India.
Yes, sorry, I'm familiar with the European and American meteorological equivalents.
Yeah, well, I'm a bigger space nerd than you realize.
Okay.
Well, I was into Battlestar Galactica, I was into Stargate SG-1, all of it since I was a baby. I wanted to go to Mars to terraform.
All right.
That was my thing, but then I got into this stuff, and I can't refute it. If you watch this for an hour, you're going to say, wait a minute. He makes a good point.
Okay.
Just watch that for an hour. This is some podcast that they also talk about it, Flat Earth podcast. But this is what got me. I watched this. I was into Hollow Earth. I've been into conspiracies for. Wait, do you believe the moon landing?
I do believe the moon landing.
You got to look into that first.
I know people who.
I'm hitting you with Flat Earth. He hasn't even seen the moon landing.
I know people who worked on the Apollo program. I know people. I've met people who've walked on the surface of the moon.
Hey, I know people that work at Stop and Shop.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, but Buzz Aldrin just admitted that they didn't do it. Didn't you see that with the 8-year-old?
No. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't deny it because I don't have any empirical evidence.
Well, you're never going to have evidence, especially if the government's controlling it.
True.
I mean, everything they give us. We have a Nikon P900 right now. The Nikon P1000's coming out any day now. They probably have a Nikon P1500 that can view, 20, 30 times for anything they give us, dude. They've got so much better.
I totally agree. Like the government's.
Sorry, everybody. He got me a little stirred up when he started talking about the government.
Yeah, man. I'm saying the government's.
Can I look at your shirt?
Full of shit. Hell yeah, bro.
I make shirts. Let me see your shirt. The inside of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an anarchist.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. No problem there, man.
Yeah, man.
No problem there. Anarchist.
So I'm saying, like, the government's full of shit, like things that you were taught in grade school are wrong, like you can think that it's true because it was implanted in your mind, but everything as a human species, we're programmed to believe certain things.
Yeah. Well, they have to program you because they're tied to it financially in so many ways.
Absolutely.
They have to keep the ball going, man.
And whether you believe in a flat Earth or round Earth, there's definitely some shit going on with the government and society, and they wanna control you, and they want to make profit off of you.
So how are we doing on battery? Hold on just a minute. Let me check the battery. Hold on the left side. Just need to come over here really quick. Hold on, everybody. All right, we're still on. Yeah, man.
You know,
so
we can all disagree. We can all disagree on basic issues that we all take for granted. But at the end of the day, we are taught something from our birth. You know, and when we're taught something from our birth, then we just take it as a fact. Like we just agree with it, even if we don't have evidence for it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And once in a while, you got to question things that everybody takes as a fact.
Right on, man. Smart news there. Smart man.
Thank you.
I mean, that's what we want.
Coolly dressed, smart man. Look at there. Look at all those studs. I can't even believe how hours it must have taken to get that jacket done.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt when you hurt your finger on it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you know, he's not wearing it on the inside. He's got them inside. I mean, don't act like
Look at this. Look.
Yeah, dude, no, it's
look
absolutely
at that.
flat. I mean, we've got video from 150,000 feet up, 30,000
What
feet up.
benefit though? It's all in one brand.
$50 million a day, plus the rights to make movies, plus the rights to program children. Government to control. That is the main motive of the government, to control you.
But how would they get in control of it until the Earth is round when it's flat? I mean,
well, half of humanity, a very large sector of humanity, doesn't know that they live on a flat Earth, but they control us through the manipulation of photos, videos, a globe from the time you're born, and you put in a classroom, and this is all you see. It's that same kind of magic data. And then you grow up, next thing you know, you're okay with living on a fake ball.
Right.
You know, you can't prove any of the global claims whatsoever.
So it's just part of a larger conditioning.
What about the other stars, planets?
Like Jupiter right over there?
Yeah.
Well, I have a very powerful camera here tonight, and Jupiter does not look like that right there.
I've seen Saturn's rings with my own eyes. I have.
No,
I really have.
Come on.
I have.
Come on. I think they...
All right, yeah, we gotta go.
Hey, take it easy. Yeah.
Baby. Yep.
Oh, he's got a SpaceX. How do you explain that? He's got a SpaceX shirt on. Hey, take it easy, man.
How am I able to observe it moving through the sky at an angular rate that is rooted on the image?
That's a light in the sky. That could be an airplane. That could be something in the
No, I've seen
sky.
the features on it. The features on it aren't compatible with traveling through the atmosphere.
Okay, that's all right. That one I don't want to argue right now. Okay.
You'll lose.
Well, no, because I haven't seen the video. I haven't seen it with my own. You know, that's on your word.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's your word versus mine.
No, that's my empirical observations of the world.
Right.
Which you can replicate yourself if you choose to.
Okay, fine. Okay, and there is footage of the ISS. I understand.
Yeah.
How about the interior footage, the exterior footage? If I could provide you an explanation of how those are fake, why would you consider it?
I mean, I'd consider it. However, I think the more likely explanation is that the ISS has actually been built. And given that I've worked with missions that have sent cargo to the ISS and supplies there, I know people who have deployed.
But how come there's not? Why isn't there one real video or photo of the ISS in space? That's what we want to know.
There actually are photos that were taken from the space shuttle.
I have an iPad right here. Can you show us a real video of a satellite?
Yeah, so I can show you a photograph of the space station and a vehicle servicing space.
He's gonna show us a real photograph of the ISS in space. So we're gonna ask all of you online right now to take the debate and click like if you think the photo is fake, and if you think it's real, start crying, because hit the sad button. What? Right over there. All right, so come on over here. These are the photos, satellites in space. Right. And it's looking like that is an animation and a cartoon, man.
Let us see here. So, still looking at this. So this,
It's a copy and paste, man. That's an animation.
yeah, okay. So this is an image of the International Space Station orbiting the Earth with a space shuttle attached to it. And this was taken by a Soyuz vehicle, a Russian spacecraft that was coming up to service the space station and bring crew to it.
All right, now can I explain to you how this is fake?
You can try.
Copy and
Okay.
paste, yeah.
Do you know how they get this fisheye? Okay, so what they would do, see, all right.
So I totally agree with you that you could synthetically generate a photo that looks
Okay.
kind of like this, okay?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Green screens,
Like,
high altitude footage.
We have
equipment.
like I've used Photoshop too.
Okay, great.
We could make something that looks like this in Photoshop.
I'm going to show you.
I'm just arguing that the more plausible argument and the more consistent with the empirical
Because that's
evidence
what they fed you.
that we have. It's not because it's what they fed me. It's because I've gone out, I've learned this information, and I've used it to make predictions about the world and then test those predictions, and those predictions have come out.
Yeah, this is the 121,000 feet. When does it start to curve? How high do we really need to go to start seeing a ball?
Again, it depends on the lens on your camera.
No. I mean,
No.
How high with a rectilinear do I need to go to start to see a ball?
So I'm very confident that by
eventually you would. Right?
I'm very confident that by 10,000 kilometers you see a ball.
10,000 kilometers.
By 10,000 kilometers, you can see the entire.
According to
you can see the entire entirety of the Earth as a circle.
You're supposed to.
How do you see under the Earth?
What?
At 10,000 kilometers up, I can see the bottom of the globe. Like if I go straight up over New York, I can see Australia.
No, you would not be able to get New York and Australia in the same frame because they're on opposite sides of the Earth.
Well, so you just kind of mentioned something earlier that if you go 10,000 feet up, you can see the entire circle of the Earth.
You can see. So the Earth is a sphere, right?
No.
And you can see the
You
projection
that
of that circle onto your camera, which would appear to be a sphere.
You believe
You'd be able to see the entirety of the side of the Earth that is facing you from that altitude.
Well, how come you can't? Why can't you see the back? Anytime you see NASA or a rocket going up, you only see horizon, and as it does, it goes up. You never see the back side of it, the back side of the ball you think you live on. There is no video of that anywhere.
So it's a sphere. You can only see the side of the sphere that's facing you, but as the sphere rotates.
But you just showed us. You just showed us a Photoshop, and you want me to believe that a Photoshop
no, I
of the
actually
ISS.
show you a real picture that was taken from
there's
an
a bunch of
Soyuz
people.
camera.
There's a bunch of people on here. I wonder if any of them would not think that this is a real photo. The thing is that there are no real photos of satellites in space. If you Google again...
Look, that's a point where the facts are against you, and getting some people on the internet to say that something's true doesn't make it true. Empirical evidence is what makes something true.
No, it's almost like you trying to tell me that there's a religious God, and because a bunch of people believe that there's a religious God, therefore it's true. People believe that there's satellites in space.
That's not the argument I'm making. The argument I'm making is that we have this theory about the structure of the universe, right?
You have a theory.
This theory makes predictions. We can test those predictions, and the tests carry out. And furthermore, using those theories allow us to accomplish useful engineering feats in the world.
Have you guys ever seen that meme that says, "I'm sorry, I don't speak brainwashed"? That's what we're going. I used to be just like you. I used to posit the planets were, flying through outer space just like you. I believe that the Challenger astronauts really died in outer space, or sorry, died in the launch of Challenger. We know that that's bullshit.
Now, using the tragic deaths of American heroes to peddle your theory, that's a step too far.
I don't speak brainwashed. All right, I don't speak brainwashed. I have a highly critical brain that works, right? I don't believe in Jesus. Many people do. I don't believe.
We're not arguing about religion here.
No, you are, because NASA is the atheist religion. Gravity is the atheists, or the NASA believers, Jesus Christ. It's going to be their default answer for everything.
This is about experimentation and empirical evidence.
Well, so how hot does it get in the thermosphere?
The problem is the observable, repeatable evidence is proving that it's flat.
Right. That's...
we have laser tests.
You're simply wrong on that.
No, we have laser tests. We have radar tests. We have GPS tests.
Our laser and ranging tests measure distances to the moon and the orbit of the moon, which is consistent.
Well, they've never proved how far the moon is away.
We actually have very accurate.
Are you going to tell us about the mirrors? I used to believe in that Jesus Christ too, until I came to my right mind.
Yeah, so we have very accurate laser ranging measurements of mirrors that were put on the surface of the moon. Thank you. We also have radar ranging measurements.
Would you like a tithe and an offering? You want a tithe? I mean, it sounds like he's preaching to us, you know?
No, this isn't an argument about faith. This is an argument about science.
He's trying to tell you, man, all the data that's given, right, shows that it's sea level, not sea curve. These are very basic elements.
See, now you're being shifty in your arguments, right? Whenever I try to make an argument citing evidence, you don't refute that with evidence or with disputation of the facts. You refute it by accusing me of having blind faith and comparing my arguments to religion.
You have blind faith that what you see in a textbook given to you by the United States government is true. The United States government, mind you, is the most corrupt government in the earth. Right? This government is full of shit.
The United States government is corrupt. There are more corrupt governments elsewhere in the world.
That our government,
Russia, Turkey, for example.
Oh, Russia. Our government is so far entrenched into Russia. You actually believe we're at war with Russia or possible?
But we're not currently at war with the Russian Federation.
Come on, we've never been at war with Russia. Dude, no.
You're correct that we've never been in an armed conflict with Russia.
Of course not, because the Zionists gave us, the Zionists took over way back then, right? Just like we're taking over here. We're checkmate, we're stalemate.
You want to explain more about what you mean by the Zionists took over?
Yeah, the Zionist regime, man. It's a political movement. The political movement, you know, got in the 50s and the 40s and the 60s, and now they gave us NASA. Now they gave us our corrupt government. And what did they do? They did fake invasions, right? They did fake invasion, communist governments take over.
Here.
I don't think so.
We started with a discussion of science, and now you're peddling some anti-Semitic shit about Jews running the world.
Did I say it was Jews?
You said it was the Zionist regime.
So you think only Jews are Zionists? Man, screw you, dude. I'm married to a Jew. You should be ashamed of yourself. Seriously. Don't tell me crap like that. You think only they're Catholic Zionists, right? They're Buddhist Zionists. They're Zionists of every religion, and how dare you assume it's one person, man?
I'll see what you're going off on here. But
because you just assume that I'm trying to be. Am I against you? Am I against her? No, man. I'm against the people that are deceiving the nation, whether that be them any race, any religion, any political
That's
fact.
good. We should all try to pursue truth together.
Sorry, man. I just had a bad thing because, man, I'm not
about a Zionist regime.
Dude, it's an evident fact. Who founded NASA?
Well, it's cold. We don't know.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
His name's Abe. Do you know his last name? Come on, you work for. Don't you know the founder of NASA?
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the
Silverstein. Abe Silverstein.
Silverstein. Okay, sure.
Right. Not a good Jew, by the way. A bad Jew. There are good Jews. He was a Zionist. I will go sit with the Jews that are not Zionists.
Okay, I really don't see how Zionism is relevant.
Because that's how it started. We got in a space race against
the communists. We did get into a space race.
And the whole time it was fucking fake. They were controlling both sides of the political scheme. And using media to do it.
So,
it was gridlock. Checkmate before you started.
I'm not sure I see the evidence for that. I think there was a legitimate ideological conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union.
What?
However, you're kind of dancing around the topic and running away the argument here.
No, dude. NASA was founded by a political movement. Haven't you ever heard of Operation Paperclip?
I have heard of Operation Paperclip.
What more do I need to say, man?
That
really answers your question.
How that's relevant to your argument.
It was founded by Nazis.
Yeah, dude. Guys. And the whole time he accuses me of being anti-Semitic, and I'm like, the dude was a Nazi.
Wernher von Braun was a member of the Nazi Party.
One of the most famous.
This is true.
Yeah. So what, now he's a good guy because he works for us?
I'm not saying that he's a good guy. He did good work that furthered the causes of the United States, but he was a morally corrupt man for having served in the Nazi Party.
Watch out, Ernest, watch out. Who, what, von Braun?
Yeah.
Oh, they all were, man.
Yeah.
Fuck them all, dude. Look, I can agree with you on that, man.
What changed them from being corrupt?
You owe me an apology, man. I wasn't against you.
But
I wasn't against you.
Okay.
Or anybody else, man. I
don't know. It's just I make assumptions when you start talking off about a Zionist regime.
Why? Why do you make assumptions?
Well, I make those assumptions because, look, my grandfather was Jewish. He worked hard to...
Are you Jewish or Ashkenaz? Do you have any faith at all? You're a NASA believer. Are you a believer in the asteroids and all that stuff?
The Jewish religion fell off my family. But anyway, my
cool.
grandfather was
So I'm
Jewish,
talking
and
to a logical person.
He was very sensitive to the anti-Semitism that he had heard during his life. So I was just sensitive to that when you were talking about a Zionist regime controlling the world. But that's really a tangent to the main discussion.
We don't have to argue that. I mean, even Donald Trump agrees with it. Even I think he's an actor, you know, but it starts huge arguments in my own family. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean.
But anyway, you're dancing around the question.
No, dude, you didn't give me a question. You just assumed that because you didn't understand how NASA was started. When we tell you the truth, it's not anti-Semitic.
It seems to. That's not the claim I'm making here. It seems to be that you're moving away from the issue about whether or not the Earth was flat. You're trying to confuse
no, it's how
the
NASA
situation
was
with
started.
alternative arguments.
It's how NASA was started. Who started NASA?
Okay, so you say that it's
Silverstein.
Silverstein. Okay, thanks.
Okay, Silverman or Silvermanstein. It's one of the two. Silvermanstein.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't
NASA's
see
founder is Abe Silverstein.
I don't see how the founder of NASA is relevant to
the subject for the founder of NASA
to whether or not we have evidence that the Earth
was
flat.
We're talking about Russia. How we all got started in the race. A communist war. That's where it all began. That's where it all began. Sputnik, yeah, it's where it all began.
Sure, yeah.
Then the $50 million phone call AT&T made to Sputnik that the American taxpayer paid for.
So, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing how this is backing up your argument against the mountain of evidence that we have for the Earth being around.
Wait. What mountain? Give me one example of evidence.
Okay, so how do you explain the variation of the seasons?
We showed you right here on the map. Right here.
On the side. The sun. All right, so it goes along the equator. Okay, it's above the equator. You saw the map, right?
I haven't seen your map.
This map right here. You have to see how circumnavigation on a flat Earth works. They assume that if you tell the truth about how NASA started during the Cold War, during Operation Paperclip, they automatically assume that you're being anti-Semitic. And many people don't know that NASA was founded through a very strong political Zionist movement. Who cares, man? Well, it shouldn't be something you get pissed off at about the truth, right? It's just what it is.
Nathan Dawn, Robin Dawn.
Go down 8 miles. In the globe. Go down 8 miles.
Well,
this dude's triggered.
We've stipulated, right?
From seismic we have inferences about the structure before, and we're fairly sure that the magnetic field of the Earth comes from a working core of molten iron.
Oh, molten iron!
Molten iron!
Molten iron! Here we go.
Did you know that metal uses its magnetivity when it's molten?
Yeah, so iron can also be a permanent magnet when it's above the Curie point. It's not when it melts, it's when it's above the Curie point. The Curie point happens a little bit below the melting point. However, you can have, it's still a conductive medium, so you can have currents that occur, and there's currents in change, right?
What? I don't think we can hear
currents of the molten molten iron core, the currents created.
Well, there's both, okay.
Yeah. All right, well, that's an answer. That's, all right, but
yeah,
the way the seasons work, back to the seasons, you saw the map, right?
Yeah, so I saw the map.
So north is the middle, south is out, like a rig magnet.
Sure. Okay.
You get the rig magnet, right?
Yeah.
So north is the middle, the left is on top of the rig magnet.
And by some magical that you're attributing to magnetism, the Earth, the Sun follows the equator.
Well, corpuscular rays prove it's local. Corpuscular rays, when the rays go like this, in all directions, they go through the clouds.
Yes, that
proves that the angular distribution of those rays proves it's local.
No, the angular distribution of those rays is at the university.
I moved these so we can see.
Is scattering.
She teaches at Syracuse University.
Is scattering.
Judith Resnick.
Well, then the whole lights, that would come in all those rays in parallel. So why wouldn't it scatter just? If they're all coming in parallel.
Yeah, you do have scattering in almost all directions. That's right.
I know, but it's from one light source. From one peak. Well, anyways, in our model that we subscribe to, the sun is local and low. It's like, let's say it's 30 miles in diameter and 3,000 miles up. And it goes along the equator. for seasons, it gets closer and closer to the equator.
That's what we want people to do. Yeah. So we can actually measure whether or not the sun is lower or fairly we just want telescopes on opposite sides of the country, and then measure the angle from the vertical.
It works both ways. You're assuming the curvature of the Earth is.
No, even if the Earth were flat, the calculations for
even Vsauce says it works both ways.
No, so here, imagine I have a triangle. I have one telescope on the Earth and one telescope on the Sun. And I'm measuring the angle between those telescopes that I need to have both of those telescopes pointing at the Sun. The angle is going to be different if the Sun is local versus if the Earth is very distant. And we can make these measurements when we measure the Sun's impact.
You're having your own worry. I'm not good at the math. You're much more involved in science. Some of the invasions.
What can I say? I'm not
I've been over this argument, and I know the argument against it. But there's an assumption factor involved. All right, let me ask you this.
So
here's a good example.
We could solve these equations either assuming the curve for or assuming flatter, and you either place it here.
Wait, here. I don't
know what else I can do.
The only way,
if I went to
the Earth is knowing it's 93 million miles away from the Sun, right?
How I mentally deal with it.
The only way we assume that measurement is if Venus is the same size as Earth. That's how they got that measurement.
No, so we can get that measurement from, we've got that measurement actually from solar system.
It's what you did. I mean, what do you think now?
The other day, said that works.
Yeah, but the math works that it's either a curvature and it's 93 million miles away, or it's a local sun and it's flat. The angle is the same.
He told me the other day, this is not even happening. This is our earthly experience. You said some crazy shit to me. So
I didn't know. I got to go with by what I see. And, I look at like the Vietnam War. We went there just to get their heroin, get their coke and stuff like that.
You're not putting me on camera, right?
No, just me. Just our.
No, hey, listen.
Man, fuck, dude.
If you believe that's.
It's tough,
you believe
man.
The Earth is flat.
Well, yeah, I know it's flat.
So you don't believe that the pictures they took. You don't even believe they went to the fucking moon. So
no,
what good is that to say,
no,
right?
yeah, right.
Okay.
I don't believe they went. Buzz Aldrin just admitted, or Armstrong just admitted we didn't go to the moon. Buzz did. You can Google it. Buzz admits to a little girl named Zoe we didn't go to the moon.
So them pictures of Earth from the moon,
they're fake.
They're fake.
Yeah.
And the Earth is flat. Where does it drop off?
Don't know, man. I'm a prisoner.
Johnny Depp knows.
I'm a
Johnny
prisoner.
Depp knows?
I'm a prisoner. Hey, so where did you go out of the country to serve at, as they call it? Do you ever feel like you served the evil regime of the people above the government?
I served my brothers.
Yeah. Well, you fought with them.
Yeah.
But there was a reason that you fought. Whether it's valid or not, you were just in too late.
I'm definitely not on your video in any way, shape, or form.
She'll look over there.
Yeah, no, I did a couple tours in Afghanistan, one in Iraq. I was involved in the Mogadishu.
There's a lot of heroin out there.
The Moog was the toughest of them all.
Oh yeah, right. Did you do you ever look and say, do you justify the invasion? No, I don't want to go. Let's go.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one. He just stumped me on the barrel question. Guys.
What now?
When you put a barrel away, you don't know what's inside the barrel. You ask how much it weighs. The gravitational equation. Have you heard of Coulomb's equation?
I'm not familiar with Coulomb's equation. Sorry.
It's the electromagnetic force, and if
Coulomb's equation. Yes, I'm familiar with that.
Okay. I said it wrong, my bad.
Yeah.
Have you noticed how similar it is to the gravitational equation?
Yeah, they're both inverse square laws.
Right. I'm thinking they just used that as the gravitational.
It's not just regurgitation. As I said, actually solved, gone through, checked the math myself. I've made observations myself, checked the data against those observations, and I've used that to implement systems that have gone out into the world.
Have a good one. Oh, he learned me.
What, did he leave because of you?
No, he just felt he did a good job in stumping me. He's just gonna argue and argue, and he's gonna believe the world's round because that's what he was taught. He'll never not believe the world's round. He's just stuck in his science. He feels like he's observed things. Yeah. Taking words, men's words. Man, that kid is really stuck in his science. He argued with us for an hour.
It's okay. Good stuff. Good stuff.
He's observed things, he says.
My biggest thing is that he knows somebody
Right.
that went to the whatever.
Right.
I was always saying, I know somebody. Stop and Shop.
Yep.
Say hi, Sean. Introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, I am Space is Fake. Check out Pancho P-Chan on YouTube. I'm always there, and hopefully they're restreaming it right now there. I told them they could. I don't know if they have a way to get to Facebook. Someone does. My phone died. I was doing some stuff earlier, but we're here convincing everyone there it's flat. We just had a science guy on for a long time. He just is not convinced, and he had every argument against us. And you know, I'm not well versed enough. He was talking science stuff that I'm not sure of, but he's well versed in his indoctrination. I'll give him that. But it's good to be out here for a while. You know, get some fresh air, spread some truth.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, it's nice out. And yeah, you guys should check out Pancho P-Chan because we're always talking flat earth 24/7.
You want my jacket on? Lucas, my jacket. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just sit there.
I certainly will.
Take it
What
easy.
time
Nice
is it?
meeting y'all.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks for being so fucking polite, dude. That's really cool. And I bless you. You'll never forgive me. You know?
Appreciate you there.
Or 8:50.
Take care, Steve.
Oh, let me look again.
What's wrong?
Oh. Make a comment.
8:50.
Hi, everybody. So that was a military soldier. Did not want to be on film. Goes through a lot of issues, you know, with sadness and stuff. So I gave him 2 grams of Acapulco Gold, and hopefully that cannabis will lighten his day up. But he wasn't a you know, a denier of the globe. But we got him thinking, and we got him questioning things, and that's all we want to do, you know, is get people to think about the information they've been told, and certainly he'll do that.
was like, okay. Brent said, no, I don't know about that. He's like, yeah, that's right, dude.
Thanks to my friend Wes Blaze Jones. Appreciate you, brother.
I know people are stopping stuff. Don't worry, it's good. Yeah, think about it. Let me sit here now. Now, he wasn't bad enough.
He did, though. He was right up there.
No matter what you say.
We have another banner, and we have five groups that I want to put on our banners. Some nice shirts, beautiful shirts. We're gonna charge up and then come back, everybody. We're gonna charge up. We'll see you in just a few moments, everyone.